Let's talk about Raja Jackson. Some of you guys have probably seen this incident that happened in Los Angeles at a wrestling. It's like a amateur, pro amateur wrestling school. Anyway, a MMA fighter's son, Raja Jackson, son of Rampage Jackson, really a great fighter. He was attending a a local WWE like wrestling feeder school or something like that. It's like basically people go and learn how to be a wrestler, a pro wrestler. And anyway, there was an incident that occurred where Raja just beats the brakes off of this guy in the ring. Totally. I mean, it was somewhat provoked, but at the time of the incident, like shocked everybody. Anyway, punched this guy in the face like 23 times. The guy was knocked out as he was punching him in the face. Like it was like he knocked him out and then punched him in the face, proceeded to punch him in the face 23 times. You're probably wondering why I'm talking about this. Well, first of all, it's been all over my social media feeds for the last couple of days. If that's any indication of what type of content I like, I like MMA types of content, so I get fed that stuff. But this was like huge news on X, like trending on X almost immediately. Happened a couple nights ago. I saw it within a few minutes after the incident happened. And I've been following all of the stuff that has been taking place over the course of the last few days. It's fascinating. It's really fascinating. So there's a couple of takeaways that I got from this event, from this incident. A couple of thoughts that I have. Number one, um, it's gonna sound funny, but because I'm a social media guy, you guys will understand this. Kick, the way that live streamers work, Kick, the way that live streaming works is inherently horrendous. And the reason that I say that is because if you watch all of the videos up to this, leading up to this incident, you can just go on like TikTok, search Raja Jackson, RAJA, and you'll see the video. You'll see a bunch of other stuff. You see a lot of commentary on it. But the way that this incident unfolded was essentially this: the guy who got beat up, he thought that Raja Jackson was a professional wrestler, and he had a film crew kind of around him as he's filming, as he's live streaming on Kick. And the wrestler comes up and starts kind of talking crap, doing a bit, right? Acting, because wrestling is acting. Sorry if I spoiled that for you. Wrestling is acting. And he smashes a fake beer can on Raja's head. And then there was some tension, right? And then if you keep watching, they resolved it, shook hands, and he said, "Sorry, I thought you were part of the program. I didn't realize I saw the cameras, thought you were part of the program." And then after that, Raja just kept getting egged on by people that were there. His friend who invited him to the wrestling match, who was there, was provoking him, saying, "Hey, you're going to get your receipts. You're going to fight. You're going to go out there, and we're going to close the loop." Essentially, what he's meaning is you're going to get your revenge on this guy. Meanwhile, in the comments of this Kick stream, people are egging him on. Why do you get treated like that? Why do you let people walk all over you like that? You're, blah, blah, blah. You're just going to pull your punches. You should get in the ring and it's all a sketch. You're going to act it out. And this is fueling Raja even more. And you guys, when I this is intense. Like when I watched it, I was genuinely disturbed. And I don't get this was disturbing. I don't get disturbed by MMA. Like MMA it's a sport. Like it's fun. I don't get disturbed by it. This was genuinely disturbing. Anyway, so he's being provoked by people who are there in real time. He's being provoked by people who are live on Kick. And finally, he's had enough. He jumps up, gets in the ring, lifts this guy over his head, slams him down on his back. His head bounces off of the mat, and he's instantly out. Then he proceeds to mount the guy and just start both hands back and forth 22, 23 times. And people are just like watching it like, what is happening? Is this real? And this time, I don't want to say the words because I don't want to get in trouble, but red stuff shooting like kind of all over the place. You could see it like coming off of his face. He gets tackled and he gets pinned, and then eventually gets ejected. But here's my main point. There's a few points that I want to make here. Number one, an accomplice to a crime. An accomplice to a crime is I actually have the definition. I had the definition pulled up the other day because I made a short little TikTok about this too. Accomplice to a crime definition. Okay, ready for this? An accomplice is someone who intentionally assists or encourages another person to commit a crime before or during its commission. Every single person who left a comment encouraging. Now, I'm not taking blame away from Raja. And if you guys have seen it, like, like he's guilty. Like, guy needs to be put in prison. Like that is very sketch. But if people are encouraging it, they're accomplices to the crime. The guy that was there encouraging him to get into the ring and get his receipt, that's an accomplice to the crime. There's a reason I don't let my kids watch live streams. I don't want them participating in this, and I don't want them to feel like they are part of something. There's a mob mentality that happens in these streamers' feeds. And I've seen this for years. Like, I don't watch live content because there's a mob mentality that can, like, it is palpable. You can see it happen. It's dangerous. And when you have a mob mentality telling somebody to do something, and you have the hero of the story who is influenced heavily by his mob, there's going to be repercussions that come along with that. There are going to be outcomes that are undesirable because they're going to feel like, oh, in order to maintain my credibility, my popularity with my stream, I need to do X, Y, or Z. I need to do what they're telling me to do. So, not that I'm taking responsibility away from Raja because he's an adult man. Like, he needs to have willpower enough to not to know the difference between right and wrong and to be able to control himself. But I also feel like there has to be some culpability from the people who are encouraging it as well. And in my opinion, like, Kick should go through that stream feed, and anybody who egged him on, booted. Like, I would legit just boot him. Now, they're not going to do that because if you start doing that, social media platforms are going to last very long. But I would hope that people would learn that that's illegal. Like, you can't do that. The other thing that I want to say is, listen, I have my own thoughts and opinions about who should and should not be on social media. And some of you guys are going to disagree with this. If you are mentally unstable, like, let me see if I can explain this. There are people who are platformed who should not be platformed. And I've been talking about this for years. When I was in high school, I want to be like respectful, and I don't want to be like petty about this. There are people in life who are weird. We know that. Like, there are people in life who are outcasts. There are people in life who struggle. There are people in life who have issues in their life. And if anybody talks to them one-on-one, we all know who these people are. You have somebody, hey, leave it in the comments below. What's the name of that person? No, I'm just kidding. You have somebody in your life. I know when I said they're weird, you pulled up a thought of that person, right? You know exactly what I'm talking about. There are people in life who are weird, who should not, and anytime they open their mouth, one-on-one conversation, you're like, that was weird. That was weird. But there are some of those people, when they get on social media and they start making posts, they make sense in their post. And then they start to build a following. They start to build a community. They start to build a support group. Or they go and find some other support group and they're just a little bit unhinged, but their support group is supporting them, supporting of their habits, supporting of their lifestyle, whatever. And that encourages them to lean into their weirdness, lean into their strangeness. I'm telling you right now, there are people that are out there that are psychotic. And I'm not saying that Raja is this way. But in general, there are people that are out there that are psychotic. There are people that are out there that are just loons that should not be platformed. And when they start talking and they start getting that support, they start getting their ideas start getting reinforced, it emboldens them to take action in ways that are unbelievable. So my point in saying this is like, I've seen a lot of people who have been able to build followings around lunatic ideas, thought processes that 15 years ago, 10 years ago, if they were to just like go to a corner in New York City and stand on a soapbox and preach these ideas, people would have ridiculed them. They would have been bullied back into out of that platform, off of that platform. They would have kept it within. And for some strange reason, we give everybody platforms and we don't ridicule, and we don't tell somebody that they're wrong. Or there's enough people, it's like you get 100 people who are telling you you're wrong and 10 people who are telling you, yeah, you're right. You lean into those 10 people. Man, that's a weird, we live in such a weird culture where ideas that were completely insane just a few years ago are being propped up as though they're genius now. Backwards is forwards. Forwards is backwards. Like up is down, right is wrong, wrong is right, right? Like it's weird. So my point in saying all this, you guys, is I'm 41 years old. I got 4 kids. I'm paying attention to what they're watching. I'm paying attention to what they're doing. And when I see weird stuff online from weird people, I call it out. Like when I'm on X, when I see people who are promoting their OF, right? I like, or women who are promoting like OF as a way to sustain life. I'm like, no, you're weird. That's whorish. Like that's an abomination. And I'm not afraid to call it out. Another reason to come hang out with me on X. You'll see some fun stuff. Anyway, I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear your take on it. Now, I didn't want to go down like any slippery slopes here, but I think that my overarching point here is like, be careful about what you watch, be careful about who you support, and be careful about getting carried away with the influence on social media. And also be careful about what you comment, because you could unintentionally be an accomplice to a crime. Now, Raja Jackson, as of right now, I don't think he's been arrested. Just to close the loop on that one. Raja Jackson. Let's see here. News. Yeah, as of right now, has not been arrested. My hope is that he is. And in all honesty, you guys, I wouldn't go look it up. If you haven't seen it, don't go look it up. It's disturbing. I will not forget that video for the rest of my life. It's disgusting and awful. So that's it. Okay, I want to hear your comments. Leave them in the comments, and we'll talk soon. Bye.